The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel explores the complex relationship people have with money. The book is divided into 20 chapters, each focusing on different aspects of personal finance, investing, and wealth. In this video, we will explore each chapter and the lessons we learn. Before delving into this amazing piece of work, kindly support us by hitting that subscribe button. Chapter 1. No One's Crazy. In this chapter, Morgan Housel discusses the idea that everyone has a unique relationship with money, which is shaped by their personal experiences, upbringing, and circumstances. The chapter emphasizes that what might seem irrational or crazy to one person can make perfect sense to another based on their individual experiences. Housel argues that our financial decisions are influenced more by our life stories and the world we've experienced than by objective data or historical facts. The chapter highlights that people who grew up during different economic periods, like the Great Depression or the post-war boom, will have fundamentally different attitudes toward risk, savings, and investments. For instance, someone who experienced extreme poverty might prioritize security and saving over risky investments, while someone who grew up in a prosperous era might be more inclined to take financial risks. Some of the key lessons we learn from this chapter include understanding that financial behavior is deeply personal and that judgment about others' financial choices should be approached with empathy and understanding. It's essential to recognize that there is no universally correct way to handle money because what works for one person may not work for another. Housel encourages readers to be aware of their biases and to understand that these biases are a product of their own unique experiences. Moreover, this chapter teaches us the importance of introspection in financial decision-making. By recognizing the factors that have shaped our own views and acknowledging that others' experiences are just as valid, we can better navigate our own financial lives without the undue influence of societal or peer pressure. This understanding can lead to more balanced and personalized financial choices, respecting the diverse backgrounds and mindsets that shape everyone's approach to money. Chapter 2. Luck and Risk. This chapter explores the significant roles that luck and risk play in financial outcomes. It emphasizes that financial success and failure are often influenced by factors beyond our control. Housel explains that luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. Luck represents the positive outcomes from unpredictable events, while risk signifies the negative outcomes from similar uncertainties. Housel uses the story of Bill Gates and his schoolmate Kent Evans to illustrate this concept. Gates attended one of the only schools in the world with a computer, which allowed him to develop his programming skills early. This opportunity was largely a matter of luck, being in the right place at the right time. Conversely, Evans, who was equally talented and ambitious, died in a mountaineering accident. This tragic event was a matter of risk, an unforeseen, negative turn of fate. These stories highlight that while skill and hard work are important, luck and risk also play substantial roles in shaping one's financial journey. The key lessons we learn from this chapter include approaching financial success with humility and being able to acknowledge the role of luck in one's achievements. This mindset encourages gratitude for one's success rather than viewing it solely as a result of personal brilliance. On the flip side, when faced with failure or setbacks, recognizing the element of risk can prevent feelings of excessive self-blame and foster resilience. This chapter also teaches us to be cautious about drawing conclusions from others' financial successes or failures. By understanding the balance between luck and risk, we learn to make more measured decisions, aware that not all outcomes are a direct result of our actions. This perspective fosters a more compassionate view toward others and encourages more thoughtful, risk-aware decision-making in our own financial lives. Chapter 3. Never Enough. This chapter explores the dangers of insatiable greed and the pursuit of more wealth without a clear sense of purpose or satisfaction. It examines how the desire for more can lead to unwise decisions and ultimately result in negative consequences, even for those who are already financially successful. Housel presents the story of Rajat Gupta, a man who grew up in poverty, worked his way up to become the CEO of McKinsey & Company, and amassed a fortune of over $100 million. However, despite his substantial wealth, Gupta's desire for more led him to engage in illegal insider trading, which ultimately resulted in his imprisonment. This story serves as a cautionary tale about how the lack of understanding of what is enough can drive individuals to make reckless decisions, jeopardizing everything they have worked for. The key lessons we learn from this chapter include understanding the importance of defining what is enough for oneself. Housel emphasizes that knowing when to stop is crucial in avoiding the pitfalls of greed. He suggests that chasing ever greater wealth can often lead to unhappiness and even financial ruin, as people may take excessive risks or engage in unethical behavior to achieve more. The chapter also teaches the importance of contentment and recognizing the value of what one already has. Housel encourages readers to set clear financial goals and to appreciate what they have achieved, rather than constantly comparing themselves to others or striving for more without purpose. This approach fosters a sense of financial peace and reduces the stress and anxiety often associated with the relentless pursuit of wealth. From this chapter, readers are prompted to reflect on their values and motivations around money, urging them to seek a balanced approach that prioritizes satisfaction and well-being over endless accumulation. Chapter 4. Confounding Compounding. This chapter delves into the powerful concept of compounding and its profound impact on wealth accumulation. Housel explains how compounding, essentially earning returns on previous returns, can lead to exponential growth over time, transforming small, consistent investments into significant sums. He uses the story of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, to illustrate the power of compounding. Buffett's wealth is not just the result of extraordinary investment decisions, but also of his early start and his ability to let his investments grow over many decades. The compounding effect is especially noticeable in Buffett's case because he has allowed his wealth to accumulate over time, benefiting from long-term returns and reinvested earnings. The key lessons we learn from this chapter include the importance of patience and the understanding that compounding takes time to manifest its full potential. Housel emphasizes that many people underestimate the power of compounding because it requires a long-term perspective and consistent effort. Early and regular investments, no matter how small, can lead to substantial growth due to the effects of compounding. This chapter also highlights the idea that compounding is not just about financial investments, but can be applied to other areas of life, such as knowledge and relationships. Just as financial compounding grows wealth, investing time and effort in learning and building relationships can yield significant benefits over the long run. Housel encourages readers to recognize the value of starting early and being patient, as compounding can turn modest investments into significant assets over time. This perspective underscores the importance of disciplined saving and investing, illustrating that wealth building is more about consistency and time than about making spectacular gains. Understanding and harnessing the power of compounding can lead to more effective and satisfying financial strategies. Chapter 5. Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy. This chapter explores the distinct skills and strategies required for accumulating wealth versus maintaining it. Housel explains that while the pursuit of wealth often involves taking calculated risks and seizing opportunities, preserving that wealth demands a different approach, focusing on risk management and careful planning. He contrasts the two paths by describing how getting wealthy typically involves ambitious actions, high risk-taking, and the pursuit of opportunities. Examples include entrepreneurs and investors who achieve significant success by taking bold risks and capitalizing on favorable conditions. The skills needed here are often associated with seizing chances, innovating, and adapting to new opportunities. In contrast, staying wealthy is about preserving what has been accumulated and avoiding the pitfalls that can lead to financial loss. This requires a different mindset, one focused on risk aversion, humility, and maintaining a long-term perspective. Housel points out that staying wealthy involves strategies like avoiding debt, being conservative with investments, and planning for financial uncertainties. The key lessons we learn from this chapter include understanding that the qualities that help one build wealth, such as ambition, risk-taking, and opportunity-seeking, are not necessarily the same as those needed to preserve it. While aggressive strategies might work well in the accumulation phase, maintaining wealth requires a careful balance and often a more cautious approach. Housel also emphasizes the importance of humility and recognizing that financial markets and personal fortunes can be unpredictable. Even those who have achieved great wealth need to remain vigilant and adaptable to protect their assets. Generally, this chapter teaches us that financial success is not solely about accumulating assets, but also about managing and preserving them over time. Chapter 6. Tails You Win. This chapter explores the concept that a small number of significant events or outliers can have an outsized impact on financial success. Housel uses the metaphor of tails to represent rare, high-impact events at the ends of a distribution curve, which can shape financial outcomes in extraordinary ways. The chapter underscores that while many aspects of investing and wealth building follow predictable patterns, the biggest gains often come from unexpected, high-impact events. Housel illustrates this concept with examples from various fields, including finance and technology. One prominent example is the success of companies like Amazon and Apple, which have experienced tremendous growth due to a few pivotal moments or innovations. These companies, among others, have seen their wealth increase exponentially because they were in the right place at the right time and capitalized on significant opportunities. The key takeaway is that while most investments or businesses may perform modestly, a few exceptional cases can dramatically alter financial outcomes. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of being prepared for these tail events and recognizing their potential. It encourages investors to understand that while not every investment or business venture will yield extraordinary returns, maintaining a portfolio that allows for and benefits from high-impact outcomes can be crucial. Housel advises that embracing the possibility of rare but impactful events while managing risk and being patient can help investors and individuals capture substantial gains over time. By acknowledging the role of these outliers, people can better navigate their financial strategies and increase their chances of achieving significant success. Chapter 7. Freedom. This chapter explores how financial independence and the freedom it provides are among the most profound and desirable outcomes of wealth. Housel argues that money's ultimate value lies not in the accumulation of assets, but in the freedom it can offer. Freedom to make choices, pursue passions, and live life on one's own terms. He emphasizes that true financial success is measured not by the size of one's bank account, but by the level of control and flexibility money affords. Housel highlights that many people mistakenly chase wealth for the sake of status or material possessions, overlooking the more valuable benefit of financial freedom. He discusses the case of people who, despite accumulating significant wealth, find themselves still working long hours or living under constant stress, revealing that the real goal should be to gain the freedom to choose how one spends their time. For instance, having enough money to retire early, spend time with family, or engage in meaningful activities can provide a deeper sense of fulfillment than merely striving for more wealth. The key lesson from this chapter is the importance of defining and prioritizing personal freedom as a financial goal. Housel encourages readers to reflect on what financial independence means to them and to align their financial strategies with this goal. By focusing on achieving freedom rather than just accumulating wealth, individuals can make more intentional decisions about their careers, lifestyles, and overall life satisfaction. This perspective fosters a healthier relationship with money, where financial planning is driven by personal values and the pursuit of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Chapter 8. Man in the Car Paradox. This chapter delves into the paradox of wealth and status, illustrating how people's desire to impress others often leads to misguided financial decisions. Housel introduces the concept that the pursuit of luxury items, such as expensive cars, is frequently motivated by the desire to be admired and respected by others. However, this paradox reveals that such efforts to gain admiration often fall short, as the intended admiration is rarely achieved, and the admiration received is typically fleeting. Housel uses the example of the man in the car to demonstrate this paradox. He explains that people buy flashy cars with the hope of impressing others, only to find that the admiration they seek is not as fulfilling or enduring as they anticipated. The chapter points out that most people are more focused on their own needs and concerns rather than being impressed by others' possessions. This realization highlights the futility of trying to gain respect or admiration through material possessions, as the impact is often less significant than intended. The key lessons from this chapter include understanding that the desire for external validation through material wealth can lead to poor financial choices and unhappiness. Housel emphasizes that true satisfaction and respect come from within, and that wealth should be used to enhance personal freedom and well-being, rather than as a tool for impressing others. The chapter encourages readers to reconsider their motivations for spending and investing, suggesting that financial decisions should be based on personal values and goals rather than the pursuit of superficial approval. By focusing on what genuinely matters to oneself and using wealth to improve one's own life and the lives of loved ones, individuals can find more meaningful and lasting satisfaction. Chapter 9. Wealth is What You Don't See. In this chapter, Housel explores the often hidden nature of true wealth. He argues that genuine wealth is not always visible or flashy. Rather, it is the accumulation of assets and financial security that may not be immediately apparent to outsiders. The chapter highlights the contrast between outward displays of wealth, such as luxury cars and designer clothing, and the more subdued indicators of financial stability, such as savings, investments, and a secure financial future. Housel explains that many people mistakenly equate visible signs of wealth with actual financial success. He discusses how some individuals may flaunt expensive possessions to project an image of prosperity, while in reality, they might be living beyond their means or lacking substantial financial reserves. The chapter emphasizes that the most prudent financial strategy often involves living below one's means, saving diligently, and investing wisely, practices that might not be as noticeable but are fundamental to achieving true wealth. By focusing on saving and investing rather than conspicuous consumption, individuals can build long-term financial security and avoid the pitfalls of living a facade of wealth. The key lessons from this chapter include understanding that true wealth is characterized by what is not seen, such as financial discipline, investments, and savings, rather than by visible symbols of affluence. Housel encourages readers to shift their focus from external appearances to the internal management of their finances. By prioritizing financial health over superficial displays, individuals can create a more stable and enduring sense of wealth. The chapter advocates for the value of modesty and financial prudence, illustrating that true wealth is about having the resources and security to live comfortably and pursue one's goals, not just about showcasing an image of success. Chapter 10. Save Money. This chapter underscores the fundamental, yet often undervalued principle of saving money as a cornerstone of financial success. Housel argues that saving is a crucial practice that underpins wealth accumulation and financial stability. While investing and earning more money are frequently highlighted in discussions about wealth, the chapter emphasizes that the act of saving is just as important, if not more so, in achieving long-term financial security. Housel explains that saving money provides a cushion against financial uncertainty and offers flexibility in decision-making. By setting aside a portion of one's income, individuals can create a financial buffer that allows them to weather economic downturns, take advantage of opportunities, and make life changes without being constrained by financial pressures. The chapter illustrates that saving is not just about accumulating wealth, but about gaining the freedom to make choices and manage risks. This practice helps build a solid foundation that supports both short-term needs and long-term goals. The key lessons from this chapter include recognizing the power of saving as a means of achieving financial freedom and stability. Housel encourages readers to view saving not as a restrictive or burdensome task, but as a strategic tool for enhancing financial resilience and achieving personal objectives. He also emphasizes that saving is a behavior that can be cultivated through discipline and consistent effort. By prioritizing saving over immediate consumption and maintaining a budget that aligns with long-term financial goals, individuals can create a more secure and prosperous financial future. Ultimately, Save Money reinforces that while investing and earning are important, The discipline of saving is the bedrock of sustainable wealth and financial well-being. Chapter 11. Reasonable Rational. This chapter explores the difference between being purely rational and being reasonably practical in financial decisions. Housel argues that while rational financial decisions are often guided by logic and data, they may not always align with human behavior and emotions. Instead, being reasonable, considering both rational analysis and personal preferences, can lead to more sustainable and satisfying financial choices. Housel discusses that rational decisions are typically based on mathematical models and theoretical outcomes, often assuming perfect information and objective calculations. However, in real life, people's decisions are influenced by emotions, biases, and individual circumstances. For instance, a purely rational financial decision might suggest taking on high-risk investments for potentially higher returns, but this may not be reasonable for someone who values security and stability. In contrast, a reasonable approach would account for personal comfort levels and the psychological impact of financial decisions, leading to choices that are more in tune with one's actual needs and situation. The chapter emphasizes the importance of aligning financial decisions with personal values and real-world conditions rather than strict adherence to theoretical models. Housel illustrates that being reasonable means acknowledging that perfect rationality is often unattainable and that making financial decisions that consider personal well-being and peace of mind can be more effective. This approach recognizes the human element in finance, suggesting that practical decisions, which account for individual circumstances and preferences, often yield better long-term results than those driven solely by abstract logic. The key lessons from this chapter include understanding that financial planning and decision-making should balance rational analysis with reasonable, practical considerations. Housel advises that individuals should tailor their financial strategies to their own values, risk tolerance, and life goals rather than relying solely on impersonal data or theoretical models. By adopting a reasonable approach, individuals can make financial decisions that are not only logically sound, but also align with their personal realities, leading to more sustainable financial well-being and satisfaction. Chapter 12. Surprise. This chapter explores how unexpected events and surprises significantly influence financial outcomes and decision-making. Housel highlights that financial markets, economies, and personal circumstances are inherently unpredictable. This chapter underscores the importance of being prepared for the unforeseen and emphasizes that acknowledging the role of surprise is crucial for effective financial planning. Housel discusses how historical financial trends and predictions often fail to account for unexpected events, which can dramatically alter financial landscapes. For example, significant financial crises, technological breakthroughs, or geopolitical shifts are rarely anticipated, but can have profound impacts on investments and economic conditions. By recognizing that surprises are an inevitable part of life and financial systems, individuals can better prepare for uncertainty. This involves building a financial cushion, maintaining a flexible strategy, and avoiding overly rigid plans that might not withstand unforeseen changes. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the importance of adaptability and resilience in financial planning. Housel encourages readers to create strategies that are robust enough to handle unexpected events while remaining adaptable to changing circumstances. This means setting aside emergency funds, diversifying investments, and being open to revising financial goals as new information or surprises arise. The ability to adjust and pivot in response to surprises can help mitigate their impact and keep financial plans on track. Another lesson is the value of maintaining a long-term perspective despite short-term uncertainties. While it is essential to plan for potential surprises, it is equally important to focus on long-term goals and strategies that can withstand volatility. Housel suggests that by balancing preparedness for surprises with a commitment to long-term financial objectives, individuals can navigate uncertainty more effectively and achieve greater financial stability and success over time. Chapter 13. Room for Error. This chapter emphasizes the importance of incorporating a margin of safety into financial planning and decision-making. Housel argues that the key to long-term financial stability is not just making precise predictions, but allowing for errors and uncertainties. By acknowledging that mistakes and unexpected events are inevitable, individuals can create more resilient financial strategies that can better withstand unforeseen challenges. One of the core lessons from this chapter is the concept of planning with a buffer or room for error to account for uncertainties. Housel suggests that financial plans should be designed with flexibility and adaptability in mind. For instance, having an emergency fund or maintaining a conservative investment strategy can provide a cushion against unexpected expenses or market downturns. This approach ensures that even if things do not go as planned, individuals are still able to manage risks and avoid catastrophic financial outcomes. Another important lesson is that incorporating room for error into financial decisions helps to mitigate the impact of mistakes and miscalculations. Housel points out that overconfidence in one's financial plans or predictions can lead to significant risks. By planning with a margin of safety, individuals are better equipped to handle errors and fluctuations without jeopardizing their overall financial health. This mindset promotes a more cautious and pragmatic approach to managing money, where the goal is to be prepared for the worst while aiming for the best possible outcomes. Generally, this chapter teaches that building financial resilience requires more than just accurate forecasting. It involves preparing for the unexpected and embracing a safety net in financial strategies. By allowing for errors and uncertainties, individuals can protect themselves against potential setbacks and create a more secure financial foundation. This approach fosters a balanced perspective on risk and reward, emphasizing the importance of flexibility and prudence in achieving long-term financial success. Chapter 14, You'll Change. This chapter delves into the dynamic nature of personal values, goals, and financial priorities over time. Housel emphasizes that as people progress through different life stages and experiences, their financial needs and objectives evolve. This chapter underscores the importance of recognizing and planning for personal change to ensure that financial strategies remain relevant and effective. Housel illustrates how financial decisions that are well suited to one's current situation might become less appropriate as life's circumstances shift. For example, a person might prioritize aggressive saving and investing in their early career, but find that their priorities shift towards stability and family security as they age. Similarly, what seemed like a wise financial decision at one point might no longer align with one's evolving goals or values. Housel advises that acknowledging the inevitability of change helps individuals remain flexible and adjust their financial plans to stay aligned with their current needs and aspirations. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the need for regular financial check-ins and adjustments to accommodate personal growth and life changes. Housel encourages readers to periodically reassess their financial goals and strategies to ensure they continue to support their evolving priorities. This might involve revising investment strategies, updating savings plans, or reevaluating retirement goals based on changing circumstances. By staying proactive and adaptable, individuals can maintain financial health and achieve long-term success despite the inevitable shifts in their life journey. Another important lesson is the value of designing financial plans with flexibility in mind. Housel suggests that rigid, one-size-fits-all financial strategies are less effective than adaptable plans that can evolve with personal changes. Building flexibility into financial plans allows individuals to respond to changes in their life stages, goals, and priorities without being constrained by outdated strategies. This approach fosters a more resilient financial strategy that can accommodate personal growth and changes, ultimately leading to a more sustainable and fulfilling financial journey. Chapter 15, Nothing's Free. This chapter explores the concept that every financial decision comes with trade-offs and hidden costs. Housel argues that there is no such thing as a free lunch in finance. Every benefit or gain has a corresponding cost, whether it's in the form of time, risk, or opportunity. This chapter emphasizes that understanding and accepting these trade-offs is crucial for making informed financial decisions and achieving long-term success. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the importance of recognizing and evaluating the true costs associated with financial choices. Housel illustrates that while certain financial products or opportunities may seem attractive because they offer seemingly free benefits or high returns, they often come with underlying costs or risks. For example, low-cost investment options may have hidden fees or limitations, and high returns might be accompanied by significant risk. By critically assessing these hidden costs and trade-offs, individuals can make more balanced decisions that align with their financial goals and risk tolerance. In today's lives, applying the lesson that nothing's free can lead to more prudent and effective financial management. Understanding that every financial choice involves trade-offs helps individuals make more informed decisions about investments, savings, and expenditures. For instance, when considering a high-return investment, individuals should weigh not only the potential gains, but also the risks and costs involved. Similarly, when opting for seemingly cost-free financial services or products, it's important to examine any hidden fees or long-term consequences. By being aware of these factors, individuals can avoid pitfalls and make choices that better support their overall financial well-being. Additionally, embracing the concept that nothing comes without a cost encourages a more mindful approach to managing money. It prompts individuals to consider the opportunity costs of their financial decisions, such as the trade-off between immediate gratification and long-term financial goals. This awareness fosters a more strategic mindset, where decisions are made with a full understanding of their implications. By integrating this perspective into daily financial practices, individuals can enhance their financial literacy and make choices that contribute to sustainable and meaningful wealth accumulation. Chapter 16, You and Me. This chapter explores the influence of personal relationships on financial decisions and the importance of understanding that financial values and behaviors can vary widely between individuals. Housel emphasizes that financial success is not only a personal journey, but also one that is deeply interconnected with how we relate to others and how our financial values align or conflict with those of the people around us. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the understanding that financial decisions are often influenced by the values, behaviors, and expectations of the people in our lives. Housel discusses how individuals' financial goals and strategies can be shaped by their relationships with family, friends, and partners. For example, financial conflicts can arise when partners have different attitudes towards saving, spending, or investing. Recognizing and addressing these differences is crucial for achieving financial harmony and making decisions that support both individual and shared goals. In today's lives, applying the lesson from this chapter involves fostering open communication about financial values and goals within personal relationships. By discussing financial expectations and working towards common objectives, individuals can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts that might arise from differing financial perspectives. For instance, couples can benefit from having regular financial discussions to align their spending and saving strategies, ensuring that their financial decisions support their joint goals. This collaborative approach can lead to more cohesive financial planning and reduce the likelihood of disputes. Additionally, understanding that financial values and behaviors can vary between people encourages a more empathetic and flexible approach to managing money within relationships. It helps individuals recognize that their financial choices are not the only valid way to handle money, and that different perspectives can offer valuable insights. By being open to different financial viewpoints and finding common ground, individuals can enhance their financial relationships and create more harmonious and supportive financial environments. This approach promotes a balanced and respectful handling of finances, contributing to healthier and more collaborative relationships. Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. This chapter explores how pessimism and negative forecasts can have a powerful influence on financial behavior and decision-making. Housel argues that pessimistic views often seem more convincing and credible than optimistic ones, despite not always being grounded in reality. This chapter highlights the psychological tendency to give more weight to negative information, which can lead to overly cautious or detrimental financial decisions. One of the key lessons from this chapter is that pessimism can be seductive because it often appears more rational and grounded in reality compared to optimism. Housel points out that while pessimistic forecasts might capture attention and seem more realistic, they can lead to excessive caution and missed opportunities. For instance, focusing too much on potential negative outcomes might cause investors to avoid beneficial opportunities or delay important financial decisions. Understanding this psychological bias can help individuals maintain a more balanced perspective, allowing them to recognize when pessimism is unduly influencing their decisions. In day-to-day life, applying the lesson from this chapter involves developing a more balanced approach to evaluating risks and opportunities. Instead of succumbing to the allure of pessimistic viewpoints, individuals should strive to consider both positive and negative aspects of financial decisions. This balanced approach encourages a more comprehensive evaluation of potential outcomes, helping to prevent the paralysis or missed opportunities that can result from excessive pessimism. By actively seeking out a range of perspectives and relying on well-rounded information, individuals can make more informed and confident financial choices. Additionally, recognizing the seduction of pessimism can foster a more resilient mindset towards financial setbacks and challenges. Understanding that pessimistic views are often amplified by psychological biases helps individuals to not be swayed by fear or negativity. Instead, they can focus on strategic planning and positive action, mitigating the impact of pessimistic thinking on their financial well-being. By maintaining a balanced perspective and focusing on both opportunities and risks, individuals can navigate financial decisions with greater clarity and confidence, leading to better outcomes and reduced stress in their financial lives. Chapter 18. When you'll believe anything. This chapter examines the ways in which financial beliefs and decisions can be swayed by misinformation and emotional biases. Housel explores how people are often prone to believing and acting on financial information that aligns with their desires or fears rather than what is objectively true. This susceptibility to misinformation can lead to poor financial decisions and unproductive behaviors. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the importance of critically evaluating financial information and recognizing the influence of cognitive biases. Housel explains that individuals are more likely to accept financial claims or theories that confirm their pre-existing beliefs or that offer a quick, appealing solution. For example, during periods of financial stress, people might be more inclined to believe in get-rich-quick schemes or follow questionable advice that promises easy returns. By understanding this tendency, individuals can become more discerning consumers of financial information and avoid being misled by unfounded claims. In day-to-day life, applying the lesson from this chapter involves developing a more analytical approach to financial information. This means taking the time to verify the credibility of sources, seeking out evidence-based advice, and being wary of information that seems too good to be true. By adopting a critical mindset and questioning the validity of financial claims, individuals can make more informed decisions and protect themselves from falling prey to scams or poor investment strategies. Additionally, fostering financial literacy and skepticism can help individuals build a more resilient financial strategy. Recognizing that emotional biases and misinformation can cloud judgment enables people to approach financial decisions with a clearer, more rational perspective. This awareness encourages ongoing education and a cautious approach to financial advice, leading to better decision-making and greater financial stability. By continuously questioning and evaluating financial information, individuals can navigate their financial lives more effectively and safeguard their long-term financial health. Chapter 19. All Together Now. This chapter focuses on the collective aspects of financial behavior and the influence of societal and cultural factors on personal finance. Housel explores how the behavior and decisions of the people around us, whether family, friends, or the broader society, can significantly impact our own financial choices and attitudes. The chapter highlights the interconnected nature of financial decisions and the importance of understanding the social context in which they occur. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the idea that financial behavior is often influenced by social norms and the collective attitudes towards money. Housel explains that people tend to compare themselves to others and align their financial decisions with societal expectations. For example, societal pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle or to conform to peer spending habits can lead individuals to make financial choices that are not aligned with their personal values or long-term goals. Understanding this influence can help individuals become more aware of how social pressures impact their financial behavior and make more intentional choices that reflect their true priorities. In practical terms, applying the lesson from this chapter involves being mindful of the social influences on financial decisions and striving to make choices based on personal values rather than external pressures. Recognizing the role of societal expectations can help individuals resist the temptation to overspend or make financial decisions simply to keep up with others. Instead, they can focus on setting and achieving personal financial goals that are aligned with their own needs and aspirations, rather than conforming to social norms. Additionally, fostering a supportive financial environment within one's social circle can enhance financial well-being. Encouraging open discussions about money, setting collective goals, and supporting each other's financial decisions can create a more positive and constructive financial atmosphere. By building a network of individuals who share similar financial values and goals, individuals can create a more supportive and motivating environment for achieving financial success. This collective approach not only helps in making better financial decisions, but also reinforces a sense of shared purpose and accountability in managing money effectively. Chapter 20. Confessions. This chapter delves into the personal and often hidden struggles that people face regarding their financial decisions. Housel uses this chapter to share personal confessions and stories about the mistakes and challenges he has encountered in his own financial journey. The chapter highlights the universal nature of financial missteps and the importance of acknowledging and learning from them. One of the key lessons from this chapter is the importance of humility and honesty in financial decision-making. Housel's confessions reveal that even experienced and knowledgeable individuals make mistakes and face difficulties. This lesson emphasizes that it's crucial to recognize and admit when things aren't going as planned, rather than hiding or ignoring these issues. By embracing this honesty, individuals can confront their financial problems more effectively, seek appropriate solutions, and avoid the pitfalls of denial or complacency. In practical terms, applying the lesson from this chapter involves fostering a mindset of openness and self-awareness about one's financial situation. This means regularly reviewing financial decisions, being honest about any mistakes or setbacks, and seeking advice or support when needed. Acknowledging financial errors without shame allows for more effective problem-solving and learning. For instance, if an investment doesn't perform as expected or a budget isn't adhered to, recognizing these issues openly can lead to better strategies and adjustments in the future. Additionally, sharing financial experiences and challenges with others can be a powerful tool for personal growth and improvement. By discussing financial struggles and lessons learned, individuals can benefit from the collective wisdom and support of their peers, which can provide valuable insights and encouragement. This openness can also help to break down the stigma around financial difficulties, making it easier for people to seek help and engage in constructive conversations about managing money. Ultimately, embracing honesty about financial confessions not only leads to personal growth, but also fosters a more supportive and informed approach to financial management. In conclusion, each chapter in the psychology of money provides insights and anecdotes to help readers understand the psychology behind their financial decisions and behaviors, emphasizing the importance of mindset in achieving financial success. Thank you for your time. We highly appreciate your support. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more content.